very rough spot. And okay, never mind. Game is ready, everybody. I was going to make another point.
That's
Let's
great.
leave it at that, guys. Official predictions quickly.
Ooh, 9 Pandas.
9 Pandas.
The Pandas as well.
All right, everybody at home, my analysts are going with the Pandas. Hopefully for you sAw fans, sAw can have a soaring performance. With that being said, everybody, it's time to get our new casting pair involved. 2 legends of the game, Anders and Henry, over to you.
Thank you so much, Parla. And yes, indeed, sAw taking on 9 Pandas. Welcome to the second half of day 1 of the RMR here. This is the lower bracket game, I suppose. Anders in the Swiss system, 0 and 1. The analysts have said their words, and they think 9 Pandas are the favorites here. I think it's still a bit of a question mark. Anubis, no stranger to either of these 2 teams. They play it a lot, and we're kicking things off at the A bomb side. 9 Pandas on the T side here, up against Mr. Aras Dosse with the dual elite, Anders.
Yeah, the perfect weapon, but he can't get the first bullets off. Unfortunately, he's going to go down. Clax will take down Story, and that will open up the A-bomb site. Yeah, both these teams, they need a win right now. Best of 1 games, absolutely everything on the line. Bucharest trying to see if he can make his way around the bomb site, but they're everywhere. Oh, he's in a battle for his life. That is a great burst fire. Delete is coming up with a couple of stunning shots in this one. I think he entered the triple. What a round for him.
Very nice play there. Pretty basic from 9 Pandas. A execution. Didn't waste any time to get the A main control, and once they took down Aras Dosse, it seemed like a foregone conclusion. The red carpet was rolled out on the A bomb site, C4 goes down, and no retake was possible whatsoever. It all started here. Duetters managing to open things up, Clax joining in as well, and then this frag by frag. U-Jokes put up somewhat of defense, but unfortunately not much to say about the pistol round for sAw. They'll have to take the full eco here in round number 2. USPs pretty much across the board. They've got a single flashbang invested, and as we know what that means, some sort of stack this time with the B bomb site, looking to flash in, ideally get a couple of kills if possible.
Yeah, minimal investment, always worth it. It makes the casters happy whenever you buy that flashbang.
This is a real old school game, isn't it? You got Henry G and Anders casting, you got seized on the server. Everything you want to see.
I can't believe it.
2015 all over again.
He's still around. It's unbelievable. I mean, to be fair, Roman and Bucharest has been around for a really long time too. So
yeah.
It's got some real old school people hanging around still with the game.
Well, there it is. That was the easy one. 9 Pandas have no real troubles dealing with the mid swing there here in the second round, but this is where things get a little bit more problematic. I would say the M4 is almost certainly going to be deployed now. We've got a FAMAS in the hands of Aras Dosse, M4s otherwise. And in terms of kits, they actually haven't got one, my friend Anders. So we'll see if they can fend off these Galils. Bit of a bonus situation for Pandas if they can win it. But for now, it looks like we've maybe got a bit of a technical timeout. Good to get out of the way early, I would say.
That's what we always hope for. Yeah, I like to keep an open mind about this game too. I feel like it's very hard to predict who's going to be coming out on top. I think the desk was making a reasonable point when it comes to some of these slightly lower tier matches. Very, very hard to figure out what's going on down here. So yeah, I don't know for sure either. And MR12 best of 1, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, well, this one's just a slight mic issue. So hopefully we won't be messing around for too long here. A chance for us to catch our breath and just have a look at what's gone down today as well. We've got 4 games, including this one, to come. They're all best of 1s. For now, we've got the 0-1 game, the losers game, I suppose you want to call it that, after sAw dropped down to VP 13-6, and 9 Pandas lost to FaZe, also 13-6, looking to recalibrate, retool, as they look for a 1-1 scoreline here in the RMR. If you're not familiar, 0-3 means you're eliminated, and if you get 3 wins under your belt, it means you're through to the major itself. But for now, round 3, as mentioned, sAw will have the rifles, at the very least. We'll see what kind of stance they want to take here. CT aggression certainly is an option. Maybe not this early on. We'll see Vincire's Molotov towards middle at the very start. And in terms of the initial layout from 9 Pandas, it's quite a default setup in terms of the methodology. No set piece from the start like we saw in the pistol. Molotov towards double doors. I'm going to go for some basic mid control if possible.
Well, like you mentioned already, the lack of a defuse kit here means it's pretty important for sAw to keep the T's out of any bomb sites. Like, don't let him plant the bomb. It's going to be such a hard retake no matter what. So we'll see. They're setting up. The smokes are going to be everywhere. We'll see. Down in front, U-Jerks here. If he runs back, he's going to get smoked off as well, and we'll see if they get the bomb planted. I feel like the team... Oh, that's a nice Molotov. It's going to say they have to slow them down before the bomb gets planted. We know that already, but they're being put under a lot of pressure here. Put into the corner by the Molotov now. You can see U-Jerks trying to play a bit of a double position, but there's another Molotov. Lands on top. Oh, absolutely called out 9 Pandas. What a way to clear that corner. They wanted to go for the old trick where you have 2 players in the corner. You check one, you forget to check the other, but the Molotov, it checks everything.
The bait and switch there. And that round is win by virtue of utility, I would say, Anders. Didn't really have to take many heads-up duels and many aim battles, to be honest with you. Just flushing those CTs out, taking vision away, and that last Molotov towards the platform. A thing of beauty there, as you can see. Only one player going down in the form of iDisbalance. 2 will survive on the sAw side, but it's Aristose and Mutira saving a FAMAS and an M4 respectively. So, yeah, very convincing there from 9 Pandas. We said this was a bit of a bonus round, Anders. They're going to upgrade those Galils to M4s, a couple of AKs in the mix as well as 4 players survive. That is as clean cut as you like there. Nice little default, bleed out that utility, B execution coming through, 3 players towards the dark room. Fantastic usage of the Molotovs especially. 4 players survive, and 9 Pandas up 3-0. What a way to kick things off.
And they had 3 people at the start of the bomb site, so they had plenty of people there. They just couldn't hold on to it. The double Molotov slightly separated in time.
Well, the first Molotov kind of isolated them on the platform. Yeah. They couldn't rotate, and the second lands on top of them as well. So you're just surrounded by the flames as they're consumed by it, unable to even get vision as well. You can see the incandescence of the flames themselves, actually making it very difficult to see in towards B main. And down they went as sAw now in a world of trouble. This timeout will be tactical, my friends, as the loss bonus is accumulating on the CT side. Not necessarily enough. They've got themselves on average $3,000 per player on the CT side. We all know that is not enough, Pandas. That's going to be like half buy territory. We're talking some upgraded pistols. They did save the M4 and the FAMAS, but I wouldn't recommend going all in here. Just try and maybe get a little bit of extra utility, some 5.7s perhaps, as we see if they can make a dent here. In round number 4, 3-0 for 9 Pandas. But bear in mind, as we always say, Anders, this is the most T-sided map we have in the pool, hands down. There's no debate to be had. Maybe early stages of Ancient could be in that conversation, but not anymore since the patches.
Yeah, it's worth keeping in mind. I do like what 9 Pandas are bringing to the table right now. It's very straightforward. There's not a lot of sort of faking and running back and forth. Like, they're just straightforwardly heading a bomb site. Maybe they slow down a little bit, but once they go, they're really all in on it. So hard to stop if you don't have the equipment for it on the CT side. Roman getting a kill somehow.
Yeah, first real fumble here from 9 Pandas. There was an absolute sitting duck of a kill there with the AWP. iDisbalance couldn't quite find it. And all of a sudden, 5-7 swings out. Roman manages to give them an advantage, but can they hold on to it though? We have got players encroaching towards the dark room right now, and that 5-7 and Deagle combo could be quite potent. Needs to be on high alert here, and it will be UJX to get the second. They've got a 5 versus 3 here, but here comes clax, managing to work his way up towards canals.
Muter is well aware. 3 versus 4. Still plenty of time left. He's just scoped up. He's in a good position. Could have had the kill, probably. clax on the other side. Don't know how he's able to get that one, but he is back into a 3 versus 3. And again, the weapons are going to be favoring that T side. Not missing the shot this time. iDisbalance with 2 big kills to bring them back into the round. Aristose, the last one left. And they can guess that he might be coming from this direction. 1 versus 3. I don't even know what you could really do.
Maybe a kill. Upgrade to the M4. I think he gets this one. There we go. M4 and peace out. Yeah, that's pretty much the top end. There's very few options here. 2 players survive for 9 Pandas. They increase the scoreline once again, taking their grand total up to 4 rounds. Playing sAw 0. Bear in mind that that was an eco. Technically, they saved that FAMAS and M4. Some very light investment around it. And did you know the chickens can swim now?
I'm seeing that. Don't know how to feel about it.
Never seen a chicken in water in real life. I don't know. Do they float? Do they like water? Well, that one, he's gone.
There's some potential content for us here, Henry. We could buy some chickens and find out.
Just go to the chicken shop and just pick some up, yeah?
I'm sure it's possible. But yeah, I mean, we've been hearing a lot about the Source 2 engine and what it could do for the future. So there's got to be some real potential here.
Yeah, the chicken technology has never been more exciting than what we're seeing in 2024. But here's clax recovering the 5-on-3, bear in mind. It was an uncomfortable round, but iDisbalance, as you mentioned, starts landing some impressive shots there. Aristose manages to save the M4, and with maximum loss bonus now established, they do at least have a pretty decent buy. Need to start posting some rounds yet. Like, sure, 4-0 is an uncomfortable scoreline, but still very early days here. And plenty of opportunities to bounce back. We've got the AWP this time in the hands of young Story.
Yeah, he's definitely had some really cool highlight story. I wouldn't overlook him. If you're new to watching the sAw play, then, you know, something to look forward to there. Currently, they've had a bit of a rough start, but Definitely someone I think that could maybe bring them out of this slump here.
All right, clax. Like those lineups. What have you got for us? Grenades in towards middle. Oh, no one there to receive it, but towards A main we go. Wait for that smoke to dissipate. They've got 3 members of 9 Pandas this side of the map, setting up the one-man execution potentially here. First objective, and is get control of A main. Flush out any close-range CTs, and that Molotov will do just that. They have to fall back. They've got to respect it. CTs will take the fight once again. It's an equal exchange for now as we go into a 4-on-4. 45 seconds remaining. Reaction coming through as well. We're going to see the CTs try and reclaim territory elsewhere, but there should be a trade available. It's going to be a nice man advantage here. The time is of the essence, as mentioned. Is Roman alone on that B bomb site? If they end up here, he's got a lot to do and only an HE to try and fend them off with. You can see Mutiras in 2 minds here. Where do they finish up? A lack of information to say at the very least. There's still execution potential for 9 Pandas. They still have the majority of their smokes. A couple of Molotovs. Flashes available. Dark control. We did just say it's Roman. He's going to need at least 2 kills there, Anders, just to start the conversation. This is possible.
Oh, he's already revealed himself. Not going to happen. Seized will take him right down, and the rest of them giving up that AWP, I don't think it's even worth it. Yeah, throw in the grenade if you want to, but unless you somehow got a double kill with it, you shouldn't even be thinking about the round. So they're already going to be walking away. 5-0 in favor of 9 Pandas. And this was a slightly more complicated round from 9 Pandas, right? Trying to set up some grenade action in the middle, trying to pressure the A-bomb side, deciding to fall away from that once they kind of got Molotov out of position, and then falling back into the B-bomb side at the end of it. But it worked out anyway. Good catch from Glowing, I think it was, who was catching them, sort of pushing out of the B-bomb site. It's one of the ways you can actually do something on the CT side of this particular map. It can be very stressful just waiting around inside of the bomb site. So they were trying to push you out from the CT point of view, try and get some information about what's happening. I suppose they got the information, but it cost them way too much. And, oh, no! Not the AWP, Henry, right at the end. That's so painful.
Yeah. Twisting the knife at the very end of the round. It's 5-0. Money in absolute shambles as well. They saved them forward as more partial buy territory, and this A main control has been so successful for the Pandas. Managing to trade out, understanding the reaction protocols of the CTs as well once they've got that A main control. Taking those kills down, no problem. They're seized. The old veteran keeping up as well. Currently at 3-1. Looks like everyone's chiming in on the 9 Pandas side. The second tactical pause has been called by the Portuguese squad of sAw. Yes, maximum loss bonus, but only gets you so far on the CT side. Once again, they can justify some 5-7s, some Desert Eagles potentially, but need to start showing us those strong buys. Just to note, Story's got $7,100. So yeah, I was going to say, you might see some sort of investment here. I don't think it's an all-in maneuver, but Story's going to get the hero AWP. A saved M4, some MP9s, a couple of pistols in the mix as well. Now, if Story's going to show us that he can hang at this level, he needs to turn up right here, right now. He's 0-5 currently, so is sAw in general.
Yeah. Oh my God. Nice grenade thrown from inside of the A-bomb site. It's going to land on a couple of people right there, but apart from that, they are missing some utility on the sAw side of things.
Yeah, they didn't go all in, but certainly a serviceable round. They can make this one work, but it's going to be difficult to say at the very least. And back towards A we go. It's been such a successful little gambit here from 9 Pandas. Strong smoke from the CT side, but might not be respected. You obviously can pop those open with the HE, flash through it, and there might even be some pathing available just to walk around the smoke itself. Smokes towards heaven, and indeed the camera room. Molotovs towards bricks, you'd imagine. Here come the flashes, and the final commitment in towards the A side.
Good Molotov thrown down from Bucharest, but it doesn't really matter. They've already run through. The leader's back at it again. He's been having some really great openings. Plants way out to the side. Yeah, it's a very good position, and they've already called it. They can't really go into the round. No defuse kit or anything else to really retake with. So.
Yeah, you can't justify losing this AWP as well. Like we said, it's the hero AWP. If that goes down for nothing, in vain, on a retake that doesn't look possible, that would be an absolute disaster. So they'll hold on to it. It is going to be 6-0 though. Difficult to get excited about this game thus far. sAw not really putting up much of a fight. I still say though, Anders, that we've seen these huge leads be destroyed time and time again.
Yes.
I'm sure there'll be some sort of rebuttal here. Eventually, on the CT side, you want to be getting at least 3-4 rounds, if possible. So I'm not worried just yet. Still plenty of Counter-Strike left to be played. Their money's pretty decent. But 9 Pandas, absolutely flying starts here. They've got themselves almost 5 digits on everyone as they set up their T campaign. Looking very good so far.
Something to be excited about. I do like this, again, the straightforward nature of 9 Pandas here. Sometimes you see teams that try and sort of overcomplicate things way too much.
They're not really even like splitting bomb sites. They're not even going through mid control. They're doing the mid protocols, like double nade, even some triple nade sometimes, Molotov the doors, push the CTs back, but then they're going into a 5-man execution through A main. They're not going for those splits. You're right. It's a nice basic approach, but the executions seem overwhelming. There's been no response. There's been no clutch scenarios where you think there's a chance that sAw might win the round. So why overcomplicate things?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you have the team and you have the protocols to do really advanced stuff, then maybe that's fun and interesting. But if you don't, then some of the basics here are just going to work way better anyway. So I like it.
There's that same mid utility. The CTs are certain the mid is clear. We're going to go for another set piece in towards this B bomb site. Molotovs, flash is being deployed. It's going to be an entry coming in from this dark room right now. Roman to defend, and you can see his vision has been obscured to say the very least. Ujerg taking matters into his own hands. It's a face full of lead instead. Another opening kill with 9 Pandas and an open bomb site, Anders. How do you retake this? What's the plan now?
Well, they have the defuse kits this time, so maybe it's possible, but what a crossfire that's been set up from 9 Pandas. Before the bomb is even down, they try and flash their way through, but Roman's dead already.
They've got to go for it, I guess.
Yeah, they want the round, they're not getting it.
Yeah, well, he can't win it anymore.
Absolutely taking care of business. Another triple kill for him. He's 11-3 at the moment. Arrows, Dosse, and Story just going to have to walk away.
You can see how desperate they are. Like, yeah. I don't actually hate it. It was a 5-on-3, but you're so desperate for a round at this point. We've got to give it a go. We can't just keep saving over and over again. Missed shot from Story. Is he yet to frag? Yes, indeed. 0-5, and I dare say he's going down courtesy of Seized. Nice little hunt here. He probably gets the last kill as well. He'll buy some time, knowing they can pincer it together. Maybe takes the challenge too early, but still absolutely nails the shot.
I reckon Ujerg might have been suffering from a bit of PTSD in that corner. I think he was expecting for a Molotov to land on him, just like he did earlier. Like, it was the same protocol they were going, same smokes coming down, so he's probably just thinking, because he jumped out, he just jumped into the fight. I think he's trying to stay one step ahead. You see right here, like, he's just running straight into it, but what a hard game this has turned into. 9 Pandas absolutely demolishing sAw at the moment.
I was super stoked. I was ready to bring some hype today. Some
That's still early.
Atmosphere, you know, but so far, not so good on our shift at least. 7-0. It's the T side of Anubis. Bear that in mind. Bang it home once again. It's a very T-sided map, but yeah, I don't think that's been the factor so far. This has been way too clean for 9 Pandas. Looking incredibly comfortable as we all take the 3rd tactical timeout for sAw in the first half. It's a best of 1. Fair play, but that means they're going to struggle for tactical insight from the coach going forward. 10 seconds remaining on this freeze time. 7-0. As we mentioned, maximum loss bonus. They do have the AWP, but there will be MP9s, FAMAS in the mix as they fully invest into round number 8. Come on, sAw. Let's get going now. Need a bit of magic here from Story. Needs to find at least our first frag.
Deletus has 2 more kills than the entire sAw team combined at the moment.
I saw that, and I was like, that can't be true, but yeah.
It is, unfortunately. Let's see if Story could get something done. I was hyping him up earlier. He does,
man,
Mr. Flick. It's not what you want to see. A smoke down on top, and already the bomb site is pretty much lost here. They've got a couple of people in dark towards the middle, but a quick bomb plant here could absolutely mess this up for the CT side. They're getting shot at the back. This is horrible, Henry. What's happening?
Manhandled.
They really are.
Like, if Story can't hit those, I'm sorry, quite basic shots, but for an AWPer standard, like, they're going to have a lot of trouble here. They're completely smoked out of the bomb site. You've got to go for it again, Anders. You need a round. Someone has to step up. I don't hate it. Like, someone has to find a miracle. Like, sure, it's almost certain you're going to go down there, but need to pull the rabbit out of the hat if possible. Roman, just absolutely wrecked. Yeah, we all saw that one. Again, just getting the beta control on the default, wait for the CT aggression, execute into the bomb site. They've got absolutely no idea what's going on. If they hit that first ult shot, they alleviate a lot of pressure. They've got the advantage. It slows them down. It takes some of the pacing out of the execution itself. But I'm sorry, Story's missing the easy shots now. Like, he has to hit that one, and they're going to stand a chance.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that. Like, that's definitely true.
He knows it as well. Like,
yep.
That's an opportunity there. That's a shot you're supposed to hit. You're in the position. You've seen him before the smoke blooms, and you've missed it by a good couple of feet as well. Anyway, we've got ourselves pistols pretty much across the board. This is an eco, Anders. They don't even have the Kevlar to go with it. Things are going from bad to worse here. For sAw. Only a few more rounds left. Like I said, a few rounds ago, I was like, okay, when it's 6-0, we're still fine. We can work this one out. This is going to be 9-0. So maybe that point no longer stands, but maybe they can make this one a little bit more interesting. We haven't had a single clutch scenario. A moment where you think, okay, this guy might be able to do the round. There's been nothing in that sense. They've just had to save or try and save at the very least, and they seem to lose absolutely everything en route with that endeavor as well. Smoke down towards the temple side of middle. CTs clutching at straws to say the very least, and once again, Anders, 3 players towards dark. Set up that utility from B main. Molotovs, flashbangs go in, and there seems to be no response from that dark room. They just can't lock it down whatsoever. They don't know how to shut them out, but 3 players are making mincemeat of this side of the map. Here come the flashes once again. It's you jerks getting a face full of them. Needs some beautiful Deagle headshots here. There's a chance. Opportunities to get the frags. Will be Roman striking from the platform. You just goes down. Story gets his first frag of the game. It's nowhere near enough to win the round as of yet, and will continue to be the set Story as he goes down as well. Another convincing round. That's maybe the closest round we had, though, Anders, and that's saying something. Like, for the round with 5-7s, they get 2 kills. That's up there with some of the most competitive rounds we've had. Oh dear.
I mean, apart from the execute itself, right, where they get all the smokes down that they kind of wanted, they set up the flashbangs to go through the smokes if needed, and then something that I like about 9 Pandas at the moment is they're very comfortable just standing right at the tip of the bomb site. Like, they're taking their time to get those fights, even if there's only 20 seconds of the round. They're not really too stressed at the moment, and sAw don't have the utility to make it uncomfortable either. So they're really making great use of some of the smaller moments in these rounds. They're not just running onto the side to try and get the bomb planted immediately. They're slowing it down, saying, okay, if you want to fight, we'll fight, and we're going to win those fights. So pretty impressive stuff at the moment. 9-0 for 9 Pandas. Story finally on the board. Muter is as well, but my God, it is late.
When that's the best news they've got.
I know.
Your player has 1 kill after 9 rounds of play. Yeah, we are scraping the barrel, to say the very least here. The positive signs of life here from the Portuguese squad. Another buy available. Story, got to wake up with this AWP. 9 Pandas is having fun out there right now. Back in the default. A main control obtained. Molotov to flush at the fountain. There will be a player there. Arisdose, they just don't have the setups, the protocols to deal with that. That Molotov, you need the smoke on top of it. Need your teammate to back you up. They're caught with their pants down once again. Where are the comms, boys? Why does your teammate have no idea they're walking through B main? He just got a frag. He just killed someone at temple.
He just walked right in there. That completely demolished the defense.
They're just like, they've got no idea what's going on here. They're getting wrecked in every facet of Counter-Strike. The best thing they can hope for now is saving, once again, the AWP and the M4. But there's not even any real resistance on these bomb sites. Everywhere 9 Pandas choose to go, they're surviving the rounds with 4 players alive. They've got $16,000 essentially on 3 players now, Anders. They're going to have 16K on 3 different players. I have not seen that in CS2.
No, it's a rare sight. Unbelievable what we're witnessing at the moment here. It's going to be a 10-0 lead. I don't know what I mean, at this point, I would say maybe you do want to be real desperate about it and really try and do sort of more of the, like, push middle with a couple of people.
Yeah, throw caution to the wind at this point. The starter's getting some frag. Don't let them run their defaults. So sabotage their ideology at the starter. Make sure you're getting in there and taking them down.
Just like in the Saw movies, Henry, you've got to sacrifice somebody to save the rest, That's what I took away from that.
How many Saw movies are there now? Like 10?
I think we're up to something like... I actually went on like a spree and watched like 6 of them in a row or something. It's very interesting.
I'm sure they probably picked up. Like, there's a reason they keep making them. Normally I hate it when they just keep rehashing the same IP over and over again, but...
It's just so absurd at this point.
I don't mind those films. They're all right.
You might as well keep
They're a bit
going.
silly. They're fun. Why not? Keep it going.
But yeah. Nobody's managed to chop off an arm or a leg yet for the sake of the team yet. Unfortunately for the CTs, because they're in deep trouble at the moment. I don't even know how we can make it more clear.
We can't really. I think the score says it all at this stage. Like, sAw just haven't turned up in any sense of the word. Again, it's another eco, Anders. We're talking Deagles. 5.7s. A cheeky MP9 for Mutiris here, and that is about it. I have no idea how they make this one work, but these are the sort of rounds when you're this desperate, someone finds a bit of magic here. A couple of Deagle headshots. If we can get 10-2, I'm not saying they can really do anything with it. Even 10-2 would be a remarkable comeback, but it'd be better than 12-0, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, mid control obtained. Looks like the A split this time. As we mentioned, we haven't seen many of these. There's always 5 players towards the main entrance, and seems to be a very similar result now. T side, here comes that double kill. Okay, we're cooking. This is the sort of round that we stolen away, but iDisbalance continues to be strong here. And now down to Roman. He hasn't been able to scavenge any of those fallen weapons just yet. There's an AWP available to him, though. Wield Zip, not known to be an AWP, but this is his opportunity, and yeah, maybe for good reason. Doesn't quite connect that shot, had the elbow, he had the vision, pulls up the 5-7. Chances dwindling away now. He's got so much to do. 45 HP, 1 bullet left on it all. Even if he finds the kill, Anders, he'll have a reload ahead of him. Another kill to find, and the defuse, of course, without the kit. Making his way through, but yeah, even if he gets this frag, and like I said, not known to be an AWP, doesn't look that smooth with it. And it will be 11-0, 1 round to go. What can you say about this one?
That, again, probably was one of the more winnable rounds. That's the problem, right? The problem, it took like a couple of great Deagle headshots and a 5-7 to kind of get them into an area where maybe you can win a round, maybe things go really well. At least it's kind of a clutch scenario, whereas a lot of the other rounds, even when they've had the rifles, they've never even been close. This is devastating. What a devastating way to get started here. Again, you've already lost the first match of your RMR run. Now you're down here playing against 9 Pandas, and you're not even getting a foot on the ground at the moment. You're just instantly getting rocked every time. There we go. A couple of good shots and a spray down. Triple kill from Arasdose. This round should be locked in.
You'd bloody hope so. Final round of the first half. Arasdose makes himself known. Triple spray down with the M4A4. Might as well go for it. 9 Pandas. iDisbalance seized remaining. Gotta win this one.
Yeah, I mean, they look disciplined at the moment. They've pretty much drawn everyone over to the side of the map. Got some minute to wait around in. iDisbalance gonna get downed as well. Story getting a chance to get something done with the AWP on Seized for the 1 versus 5.
At least the analysts are gonna be happy. They predicted 9 Pandas.
They did.
Seems they might have been onto something here. It is gonna be sAw though. All jokes aside, a pretty decent final round for them. It won't be the full goose egg this time, but as good as 11-1. No halftime breaks here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be getting straight back into the action. There's Seized, the legend of the game.
Yeah, what a way to have a first half. You're just cruising right through. You don't need, you're forcing all the tactical timeouts out of the other team.
Sure.
They're super stressed coming into this one. I mean, the pistol round, obviously, it's going to be everything to sAw if they want any chance of building some sort of ridiculous comeback. I mean, that's the upside, I suppose, right? They could be making a historic comeback. So
Anders, we had a couple of weeks off.
We did.
What do you think was more exciting? Donk winning Katowice or Taylor Swift winning the Super Bowl? What was the more exciting outcome for you?
I mean, obviously, you know, the whole Donk situation closer to my heart. I was confused about how much politics was involved in the Taylor. I had no idea what was going on. I was genuinely confused. I felt out of touch.
My Twitter wasn't, like, the entire day. It was just photos of that woman. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on the internet right now, what we're doing or what's happening.
I feel like
congratulations on the Super Bowl, I suppose.
I need to be more invested, like, for sure. Like, I'm missing something. So, yeah, it was all Donk for me all the way. Okay. I was enjoying that a lot more. But I'll catch up with the Taylor Swift.
So you're a Donker, not a Swiftie.
Apparently, her and Celine Dion had some sort of drama that I need.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, that's an exclusive scoop. I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah,
more on that later.
I'll keep trying. I'll inform you about it later on. Oh, no. This is not how you want to get started. sAw absolutely demolished. Outside of the A-bomb site, it's just Roman left. 1 versus 5 here, and they're all coming for him.
Oh, I feel bad for them. That's just like the pistol round. Everyone's like, you know what, boys? At least we got one. We win this pistol. We're bringing this right back, round by round. You know the deal. We've all seen the VODs.
That
No.
speech rings so hollow after that happened. You're like,
And
oh
just like,
no.
okay, we didn't even get a single kill. We didn't get the bomb down, and we're literally out of map, and indeed match point after the pistol round. It doesn't get much worse than this. The fact that they didn't get the bomb plant, if you're not aware, means you don't get any extra cash, meaning you're down to pistols in the follow-up round here. It should be a done deal. It would be a disaster to lose this round. Even if they gave up 5 or 6 rounds in a row, they'd still be in the driving seat. So, should end now. It never does, though. No one's really that good at closing games in CS2.
Pandas coach is dancing in the background. I saw him
That's what you need.
bust out the moves. This is outrageous. I can't remember seeing such a one-sided game for a long time here in CS2.
Well, we did have Team Spirit 13-0'd Apex of the opening game at Kato. That's
True.
The most recent example, but that's a different factor, right? That's donk.
That's donk. And he does change the outcome. Oh, Court swapping a little bit out. The Elitist coming up with a couple of great kills in this game so far.
There's a chance.
And 17-7, it looks like. 3 versus 3. Yeah, they are going to get the bomb plant at the very least, but deep nade. Oh, it doesn't kill anybody. Let's see how this retake's going to work out for them.
They've got the smokes down. This is not looking too bad. sAw might be able to keep their head above water just yet, but first decision is made. The retake begins. The bomb is ticking at some pace. I assume there's a kill available. Yes, it's been retrieved, and we've got 1 player left. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the map. It was a quick one. We've only been going for about 15 minutes or so, but it is going to be 13-1. 9 Pandas absolutely demolished sAw here in the lower bracket game, essentially. That means the Portuguese score go down to 0-2, meaning that every game...